So tonight we're going to take a look at the add-ons that I did last night to the Humvee.
Yeah, boy!
So last night I got in a bunch of add-ons that I ordered. These are for 1/10 scale RV, or RC, excuse me. So I got the weapons pack, which is glued on the hood. The tow hitch. I also ordered 2 tow hooks that'll go here. They'll be red. These are plastic like savers for the bottom of a chair. They're clear and they actually just happen to be roughly the same size as the lights. So to give it a little bit of an oval look, I use the same ones that are larger, that I used for the directionals, and I thought they worked really well. So that's why I went for those. I got the mirrors, which I kind of messed up here because I first tried to mount them and I didn't like it. So when I peeled it off, it took some of the paint off. But it is what it is. Then we got the jack, which it was such a large piece. It's meant to go across the hood, but I really had no place to put it. So I put it along here and zip tied it in 2 spots so it doesn't move. And what I do like about that is between that and the yellow, it gives it like that little extra splash of color that breaks up all the woodland camo. And what else? I got a gas can, which looks cool on the inside. I also cut the gun and gave it some length because the figure, when he stood in the back, and there goes the dog, it was just too squished up against the cabin. So now we're going to use the old man here for a reference because that's the only figure I had. You can see they fit comfortably now in the back with the gun. Same with the top mount, which I don't have here, it's inside. I extended that also, again, to give the gunner some room. So tomorrow, I believe I'm supposed to be getting in the larger tires. So we see where his height is. They'll actually bring it right about the top of his head with the taller tires, which is where I want it to be. Now, I wasn't completely against these tires. I don't think they look terrible. That said, they weren't as big as I wanted them to be. And my thought is to do a second vehicle. I'm thinking about, if you're familiar with the G.I. Joe line, I'm thinking about doing the Vamp. And then I would just use these wheels and tires for that project. And that should be pretty straightforward. There's not a lot to it. It's an open canopy vehicle. It's got no doors. The back is basically pretty plain. It's got a gun on the top. But that's kind of where my thoughts going with that. I just got to see now where the new tires will mount in relation to where these ones came out. I may have to extend these tabs slightly, if you can see them. There's 2 tabs here that I glued up. And they're, it's completely durable. It's not going anywhere. Otherwise, the only other thing that should be in this week is the dashboard. And now with that, I'm kind of thinking I may leave the roof removable. I had 2 points here where I was going to glue it. So what I may do is just put another section on the inside of the roof itself so that it fits kind of snug, and just have it where it's removable. I don't know that there's really a need to remove it, but in case you do want to get in there for one reason or another, then you could. But it's only been like 2 weeks I've been working on this project, so I'm actually really happy with the progress on it. At the time, and I kind of wish I was actually thinking about doing 2 of these. I did a 1/6 scale Hitch tank, and I did 2 at the same time, which actually it's a little bit easier because all you're doing is duplicating everything. Because you're cutting out, 2 driver sides, 2 passenger sides, at the same time. So it's actually a lot easier than if you're going to do back-to-back projects. It also keeps it that they're identical in that respect. Now that this one's done, it would be a little bit more difficult to make it look exactly the same. Although I'd be able to address some stuff like the doors and maybe try to figure out a different hinge system for them. But anyway, like I said, I'm really pleased with this. And total cost now is about $100, and that's just a reflection of the new wheels. Otherwise I was into it for like $80, which I think is a bargain. Anyway, yeah, that's where I am. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you later.
Bye. Keep watching for the next video. Come back soon. Bye.